channel. So today's video is going to be a little Q&A. I went ahead and asked you guys on both my Instagram accounts, which I have a personal and then a makeup related one, and then I went ahead and asked you guys on my Snapchat just if you guys had any questions for me, because I was really trying to film a Q&A. I went ahead and wrote everything down just so I could have it all in front of me at once, because I did post it on 3 different things. So I do have the list right here, and with that being said, let's jump right into it. So just a little disclaimer, I really didn't get ready. This is kind of more of like an everyday look that I kind of go to. It's a Monday. I hate Mondays. And I didn't really have any errands to do today or anything to do at all today, so I didn't really want to get ready. But anyways, the first question I have here is, what was your first reaction when you found out you were pregnant? And honestly, my first reaction was pure disbelief. I really didn't want to believe that I was pregnant, but I mean, when you go to a doctor and you take a test and then it comes back positive, 99% of the time, you know, they're right. So I was just in pure disbelief, and I couldn't believe it because at that point in time I was only 20. I didn't think I was ready for that, so kids weren't really in the question for me. After, you know, those first being worried stages of being pregnant, because I did have to tell my parents, and I kind of went into depth on that on like my second to last video that I posted. My parents were my #1 support system, so telling them was something that I really had to build up some courage to do, just because I didn't know how they were going to react. But after I told them, everything was pure bliss. So with that being said, I was in disbelief, but I'm happy as ever. Even though I was a little young, I couldn't imagine my life without him. So hope that answered your question. The next question is, who or what made you get into makeup? And I feel like this is a really good question because I really had to think about this one, but basically when I was a freshman, I was finally allowed to wear makeup, and I had real low self-esteem in high school, all throughout high school. So I wasn't really good at makeup necessarily, I really wasn't at all. But when I did wear makeup, I felt like it masked the whole me having low self-esteem. Like, I actually felt decent, I felt good about myself, and that's why I truly believe makeup is such an escape route for a lot of people, and makeup is my escape route definitely for all things. If I'm happy, I'm just like, I want to make a look right now. If I'm sad, like, I could do some makeup and I'll instantly get up out of the funk, because I feel like that's the one thing I'm actually good at. The next question is, how do you feel about your baby turning 1? Honestly, I've been low-key in my feelings just because I can't believe he's gonna be 1 already. I literally remember being at the hospital like yesterday. Time goes by so fast, you guys. Really hold on to those moments, because before you know it, they're gonna be 18, out the house, and you're not gonna know what to do with yourself. The next question is, what's your favorite lashes? I will say this every single time, no matter what, 100%. And no, I'm not on their PR list. I'm actually working on that though. Lily lashes are amazing. The lash band is so thin, but not too thin, if you know what I'm saying. Lily lashes in the style Miami. You guys really need to go get yourself a pair. Again, I'm not on their PR list, so I'm working on that. Your girl definitely is working on that. The next question is, how did you get into makeup? How did you perfect blending? If you could create a makeup product, what would it be? So I guess I kind of answered the how did you get into makeup freshman year. Yeah. How did you perfect blending? I came a very long way on blending, just because I wasn't really an eyeshadow person, because I didn't really understand it. The key to blending is definitely taking your time. That's not something that you could rush at all. If you want your blend to come out seamless, you do have to take your time on it. It's all about building up your transition colors. You can't just go straight in with a very bold color, if you know what I'm saying. Like, some people can, I personally can't, just because I like to build up the transition color. I like building that up, so I'm kind of like preparing it for that bold color that I am gonna put on. So I would say definitely invest in some good brushes. Morphe has amazing brushes. I even know that they have a Live Glam subscription where you get, I believe it's 3 to 7 brushes a month for $19.99. I was on that, but within a year of being on it, I literally had a whole brush kit basically. So it's super affordable. So I would say invest in some brushes, take time on your blending and building up your transition colors, because that's really key. And then if you could create a makeup product, what would it be? I'm stuck right now between lashes, just because, I don't know, lashes intrigue me. Lashes make the look definitely, but it's lashes or a good highlighter. I love me some highlight, so definitely one of those two. The next question is, what's the hardest part in your makeup routine? I have such a hard time with wing liner. Any tips? The hardest part in my makeup routine are definitely the brows. I used to have really full, thick brows, and then suddenly I just tweezed them and just tweezed away. I'm sure you guys could see on my videos that I post, or even on my Instagram, you guys can definitely see. But get to the point, Cinda. Yeah, I used to have super full eyebrows, and now I kind of have thinner eyebrows, so they're definitely more hard to work with now that they're a little thinner. So I would definitely say my eyebrows. Even when I had thick eyebrows, I definitely always took my time on my eyebrows. I would say my eyebrow routine takes about, on a good day, I normally just take 20 to 25 minutes on my eyebrows. That may be long to you guys, that may be not long, but yeah. So definitely my eyebrows. Wing liner, I'm not really a fan of either, just because I feel like my eye shape is so weird when it comes to wearing liquid eyeliner. But I would definitely say start off with a thin, tiny wing. And once you get comfortable, you could start building it up and making a bigger wing if you're comfortable with a more bigger wing. But I would definitely say start off with a small wing. Practice makes perfect, it really does. I can't stress that enough. Practice, practice, practice. Watch YouTube videos. I know a lot of people that actually tape their eyes, and they go ahead and follow the tape and just wing it. If that works for your eye shape, then good for you. It doesn't work for mine, sadly. So the next question was, how do you get your makeup so perfect? I can't even get mine to stay all day. I'm assuming you're talking about maybe my face routine, my foundation routine. I have more of a combination skin, but I noticed during the winter I get more dry, so I do double moisturize. I use my Pond's moisturizing cream, and then I have a Glow Recipe. It's more of like a liquidy moisturizer, and that definitely allows the foundation to stick and not be too over drying, if that makes sense. Definitely invest in a setting spray. I use the Mario Badescu in the cucumber melon one, I believe. If you could vacation to one place, where would you go? Why would you go there, and who would you bring? I'd probably go to the Bahamas, just because that's always been a place that I've been intrigued with. It looks so beautiful. I would definitely go for the oceans and probably snorkeling or something along those lines. I don't know if you could only take one person or what the question was saying, but if it's only one person, I would definitely take my son. If we're talking, you know, a couple people, then I would take my family, and as far as like my siblings, and then my boyfriend. The next question is, which foundation is your favorite and why? I've used a few, but I always tend to go back to my Maybelline Fit Me. And I think that's definitely because I'm not really a full coverage girl, just because I don't like the feel of full coverage foundations. So I definitely stay true to my Maybelline Fit Me, and I love, love, love it. It has buildable coverage, and for the price point, you can't go wrong. And then this one says, not a question, but I miss you and wish you nothing but the best on your YouTube channel. Thank you so much. That really means a lot when people just leave, you know, special comments like that, or just little words of advice like that really goes a long way, because again, this is not easy. There's times where I just want to give up, but makeup is my escape route, so I do it because this is something that I love to do. So thanks for that. The next question is, what is your favorite makeup brand? This is a good question. I think Wet n Wild. Honestly, Wet n Wild. Wet n Wild is so slept on. Their highlighters are amazing. Their foundation is amazing. I need to go pick another one up. I ran out of my last bottle. their little contour palettes are amazing. Lipsticks, amazing. So definitely Wet n Wild would probably be my favorite makeup brand. The next question is, when are you having another baby? And honestly, I've been thinking about this a lot lately. At first, I was very set on not having another one just because I feel like I'm okay with one child. But after talking to my boyfriend, we both agreed that we would want one more, not too far gapped out, just because I would want them to grow up close in age as far as that goes. So I would say maybe in the next 2 to 3 years, maybe a little sooner, I don't know yet. So definitely we'll be expecting one in the near future though. The next question is, how did you start your channel? I love your makeup looks. One day I literally just decided for the heck of it just to make a YouTube channel. And if you guys followed me from the beginning, you guys knew I wasn't consistent at all. And then I really got into it and I decided that this is something that I really do want to do. So I've been uploading as much as I can, but Instagram, I'm definitely going to be more frequent as far as posting on there. I enjoy posting on Instagram more than I do YouTube, just because I feel like with YouTube it's almost the same stuff. With Instagram, I feel like you could truly be yourself and make whatever look you want. You get a lot of new followers. So Instagram is something that I'm steering more to as opposed to YouTube. But I'm still going to be posting, like I said, if not twice a week, definitely once a week. So what's one thing you miss about high school? One thing that I miss about high school is probably, as stupid as it sounds, my classes. I really wish I would have paid attention more, just because it's not that I was stupid. I know, you guys were like, what? You're not stupid? No, I really wasn't. I just was focused on other things instead of school, and I just didn't try at all. And I think that's definitely more embarrassing than if somebody tried and they failed. So that's something I miss. I don't know if that makes sense, but I wish I could redo it and kind of actually try. The next question is, what are your future life goals? I don't even know if people take this serious, but YouTube and Instagram are something I'm really passionate about. I want to, and I definitely would say, if we're not talking about career-wise, just life goals, is owning a house before I'm 30. Owning a house before I'm 30 for sure, but I want to be very well off to where I can buy my parents a house. They've worked so hard for their whole lives for all of us 7 kids, and that's something I definitely would want to accomplish. So that's a huge life goal for me, and I will accomplish it one day. The next question is, what is something most people don't know about you? I would definitely say that most people don't know. I struggled with postpartum depression. If some of you don't know what that is, it's something that happens after you give birth. Some women don't get it. Some women are different. You have really no control over it. People react to it differently. I did struggle with that. I kind of kept it to myself for the longest. If you guys want me to do an in-depth video on that, I don't know if that, interests you, or what, maybe you guys want to know some ways that I kind of dealt with it, and let me know. But yeah, I struggled with postpartum depression. That's something that most people don't know about me. The next question is, what is the pettiest thing you've done to prove a point? Oh, I guess I used to work with this one girl, and she turned out to be a little tata. Found out low-key she was talking about me or whatever. She was saying that I was a hoe, but I wasn't, because I was in a relationship. And I know some of y'all are like, so that doesn't mean nothing. Well, guess what? Y'all are some hoes if you think that, because I took my relationship very serious. She was saying that I was a hoe, and I was cool with her at one point, so I did have some pictures of us. So your girl posted a throwback Thursday, and she was in the picture, but I covered her face with an emoji, and I worked with her, so she ended up finding out, but I didn't really care. I just covered her face because I didn't really like her. I guess that's pretty petty, but nobody else's face was covered, I don't think. I still don't like her, so if you're watching this, you know who you are. Next question is, what is something you've never done that you'd like to try? I've always wanted to do this, and I've always told my mom about this. When I was 15, I asked my mom for my 16th birthday if she would sign a waiver to go to San Francisco and go cage diving with sharks, but she never signed that waiver. I'm gonna have to do it on my own. That's something I've always wanted to do, and one day I'm gonna do it. You guys watch. The next question is, what is your most embarrassing moment? This was in like the 4th grade. Some of you guys don't know, I went to catechism for 5 years, and when I was in 5th grade, we had this substitute, and you were supposed to take these folders to school when you went to catechism. I had my folder, but it was like ripped. It was all messed up because I left it outside, so it got wet. Like, it was just a mess, right? This teacher had told me to take my folder out, and I just got quiet, and she's like, did you bring your folder? And I was just like, I stood quiet. And she opened my backpack was already open, and she seen my jacket was in there, so she took my jacket out, and she goes in there and she takes my busted, crusted, dusted folder out, and she puts it on the table. And I was just so embarrassed because I really didn't know anybody in that catechism class, and I feel like everybody was now staring at me because I had a busted, dusted, crusted folder. And I was so mad at that girl for that. I hated her. And hate's a strong word, you're not supposed to say that, but I just thought that that was shady of her to do. So the next question is, who is your makeup inspiration? I actually played softball with a girl, and she's really, really big now. Some of you guys may know her. It's Alejandra XOXO on Instagram. I think that's her Instagram handle. She's an inspiration to me just because she's kind of paved a way for smaller makeup influencers like in my town, like that it's possible to be really big, and she's actually really, really big. It's an inspiration to me because we actually do talk, and she's so humble. She still talks to me, she gives me advice. She actually seen that I created a YouTube, and she sent a box of makeup out to me, so really shout out to her. If you guys want to check her out, she's really dope, she's amazing. The next question is, are you in school? If so, what's your major? By the way, you look bomb. I'm currently not in school. Was gonna go back fall semester, but I think I really want to try YouTube and Instagram out, just because when I would be asked in high school especially, or after high school, like, so what do you want to do? Like, what do you want to study? You know, what do you want to major in? Like, what are your plans? I never really understood it, and everybody else knew what they wanted to do. I wasn't sure of something until this year, when I really knew I wanted to do YouTube and I wanted to do Instagram. I wanted to, you know, spread my outlook on makeup. What kind of foundation do you use? Your skin always looks so good. I use the Maybelline Fit Me in matte. They have dewy, so if you have matte skin, you wanna, you know, get dewy so it doesn't overly dry your face. I don't even know what that is a word. Don't clock me and don't come for me. They have a whole bunch of colors, so you're bound to find your shade. I love it, and for the price point, again, you cannot go wrong, y'all. H2O, drink it. Hashtag not sponsored. So I'm running out of my favorite lip gloss, and I'm sad. So comfortable, not sticky, the best lip gloss ever. The Hempz Sugarcane and Papaya. Amazing, you guys, amazing. I need to get like 3 more of these. That was the end of the Q&A. I really do appreciate anybody and everybody who participated and who asked me some questions. You guys comment whatever content that you guys want me to do. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. That's right. I said subscribe. I will be linking my social media accounts down below, so feel free to add me on everything. Again, I'm more frequent on Instagram, so if you want to see more makeup related content, definitely go to my Instagram, definitely check it out. I try posting almost every day, sometimes it's every 2 days. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.